Lucas McPartland, he will make his professional debut in goal for St. Louis City 2 this evening. Michael Parra, again, a very confident head coach. He's a two-time MLS Defender of the Year. He's not even talking about any unbeaten streak. Feels like it's a bit taboo. So, more than 4,000 people here to watch this match at Chicago and New York Red Bulls. Perez lofts this ball towards the byline, headed through and in! St. Louis takes the lead. Mbale is hounded near the touchline, and a foul is given. LaRoe, his goalkeeper Molinaro, played in the academy starting at the year 2019. Monty Clark trying to work around McSorley. Now Brendan McSorley is on it, flipping it towards Mateo Kidd. He controls at the byline, drawing it across. And Emil Jaskalainen. This is where, if you're Nazi Clark, have to understand time and space. You're being closed down. You're in your own third. Now it's a turnover. Mateo Kidd giving Jaskalainen a chance. And Molinaro makes the save. Now to Shantrit. Nobody home on that long ball. Blaine maybe. Into Johan Ortiz. Trying to switch the point of attack to Shane Donovan, but the ball outruns Donovan. St. Louis clinching a playoff spot last match versus North Texas, sitting on 51 points at the top of the league. Kansas City needs at least 2 points to avoid being eliminated from playoff contention. As Tyson Pierce locates Brendan McSorley, he continues his run. Jaden Reed on the end of this. Mateo Kidd towards the back post. It's McSorley. Now Perez! Miguel Perez took the worst, but finished with the best of them. St. Louis leads 2-0. The definition of putting your body on the line. Can't keep it in. And there's your halftime whistle in MLS Next Pro over the course of their 4 seasons. And we begin half number 2 between Kansas City and St. Louis. St. Louis in front 2-0 over SKC. James Hadnot here with you. Thank you so much for joining us. Joseph Zielinski has come on to play right back. Alexandre Lost possession to Hebert. And Zelensky goes back to Lucas McPartland, who's working on a clean sheet right now in his debut. Hasn't seen a shot from Kansas City. That's a calm day at the office, if you ask me. Jaden Reed with lots of speed, works behind the back line. Now McSorley, and what a stop on the line by Molinaro. LaRoe got a piece of it. McSorley took it on the hop. A little foul there by McKenna. And talking with St. Louis's head coach John Hackworth, he said, we don't even talk about streaks. They've been able to find the opportunities. Now Johan Ortiz off this little turn, centers this ball. Gael Quintero, long effort, a stop, and a save by McPartland. This match, his first save of his professional career. Gael Quintero sized him up, sent it in. Ortiz inside the box. And that looked like it almost hit off the woodwork. Ortiz makes the great run behind. And it just... Boumbale in possession. Cousin lofts this ball in. It bounces all the way around to Caden Glover. And Molinaro at the near post corrals. Mateo Kidd does really well on the touchline. Perez puts it in. McSorley did all the hard work, but just wide of the mark in the end. Excellent technique. Bit of space to take the shot. And what momentum Kansas City did have. Where is it going now? And you see Caden Glover and Mateo Kidd. Mateo Kidd a little too antsy, as Glover is the one that picked it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, yellow card has been issued.
And neither ended up taking a shot. So Nazi Clark picks up a yellow card for the challenge of Brendan McSorley here. And let's take a look at this again. It was Glover who had it, and Kidd just walked right in front of him as Glover was about to strike. And Mateo Kidd did score the third goal last match for St. Louis, which really secured the victory. He seems to always score late goals for St. Louis, as Nazi Clark sends this out unbeknownst for a corner. Corner taken quickly. Cousin lofting it in. It's Kidd, and Molinaro diving for it, making another save. Trying to get organized. The corner was taken quickly, and Mateo Kidd got a... Now with Tashantrit coming forward. Finds Malun Gumbale. Along to Meji Alexandre. Alexandre right at McPartland. He makes his second save. So Gumbale connecting with Meji Alexandre. He was closed down by Zielinski, but found some space to shoot. McSorley ends up with this. Glover. And McSorley hits the post. But Caden Glover with a tantalizing ball. McSorley latches onto it. Jaden Reed back into the box. LaRoe with the clearance for Kansas City. Gael Quintero will come off. And Johan Ortiz is back up. Now Dirksen. Gumbale ends up with it with numbers for Kansas City. Donovan. Now Uteritz can't strike it clean. This was the best chance for Kansas City today, as Beckham Uteritz had a chance to draw it right and hit that far post, but could not strike it. And that's been the difference this year for Kansas City at times. They've had the action that put them in position to score, but have not been able to execute to the level that they've needed to or wanted to. Now Uteritz on the ball again. Chela to Santrit, quick throw, but too lofty of a ball. And Mateo Kidd is fouled by Meji Alexandre. Mateo Kidd scored against Kansas City last year. Gumbale turns it over. Now St. Louis looking to counter. McSorley. Kidd. Perez! The hometown kid strikes again. And Miguel Perez with a brace. St. Louis 3, SKC 0. And this is what happens when you lose the ball in your own half. If you're Kansas City, you are punished. Mateo Kidd, unselfish, left it for Miguel Perez. And he has his second goal. So Dirksen intercepts this. Finds Alexandre. Gumbale closed down quickly by 2, and it's just a swarm defensively for St. Louis. And that's something that they don't often necessarily get credit for. It's what they were known for going back to the past 2 seasons. This year they wanted to score more goals. McSorley finds Caden Glover. Now Caden Glover hits the woodwork. It's a foul on Emiliano Chavez. But St. Louis has allowed the 3rd least goals of any team in the West, allowing just 30 on the year. So their defense has been up to par as well. Zielinski. And there's the final whistle.